Escorted by Director of Intercollegiate Athletics Steve Cottingham, please welcome the two newest members of our Marquette athletic family, head coaches for men's and women's lacrosse, Joe Amplo and Meredith Black. Coach Black arrives at Marquette after spending 6 years as an assistant coach at Towson, California Berkeley, and her alma mater, Notre Dame. A highly accomplished player, Black was Notre Dame's first student athlete to be named an Intercollegiate Women's Lacrosse Coaches Association First Team All-American and the school's first Tawarton Award nominee, the highest individual honor for a lacrosse player. Coach Black was a two-time All-Big East First Team selection and named the Big East Attack Co-Player of the Year in 2004. Coach Amplo comes to Marquette with 11 years of collegiate coaching experience, 10 of which were spent at his alma mater, Hofstra University. Regarded as one of the best defensive minds in lacrosse, Amplo has helped lead Hofstra to a number 8 ranking in this week's USILA Division I Coaches Poll. During his tenure, Amplo participated in 10 NCAA championships, coached 53 all-conference players, 5 conference players of the year, 4 rookies of the year, and 21 All-Americans. As a student athlete, Amplo was an All-America East performer and led Hofstra to the quarterfinals of the NCAA championship. Once again, let's welcome Joe Amplo and Meredith Black.
First and foremost, it was definitely the opportunity to become a head coach. So after that, then once I got here, the family environment at Marquette and the support from the athletic department and coaching in the Big East, all those things led to the decision that this was a perfect fit for me.
First of all, the institution itself. Secondly, the support and the resources that I quickly learned that the university was going to give to the men's lacrosse program made it an easy decision. And probably the most important part of my decision was learning about the people, the folks who I interviewed with, and the folks who I've come to meet in the short time that I've been here have reaffirmed my thoughts that it's more about the people than the resources and the institution that make up this place. They're doing everything they possibly can so far. It's been tremendous, as I mentioned before. Just the support that I've gotten from the administration, from faculty, and certainly hopefully from the students. If the students can, when they see me and some recruits on campus, be friendly and then come out and support us in the spring of 2013.
Initially, the biggest challenge is to advertise, get our name out there, get everybody knowing that what we are, what we're all about, who we are, what we expect for the program in the future. And then I would say, the logistical stuff, which mainly is getting the team. I think that'll be the initial challenge, I think, is getting my first team on the field in 2013.
Well, before trying to get some sticks and some balls and some players, I think just being patient, just trying to be patient and have realistic expectations. I don't want to put a timeline on wins and losses. I just want to make sure that myself and my staff, we focus on doing things right. And if we do things right, surround ourselves with good people and good players, then eventually the wins will follow.
All 3 places have provided completely different experiences, and I think having all those 3 different experiences has set me up to be successful in Marquette. And most especially, though, playing in the Big East at Notre Dame and coaching in the Big East, I think is going to be the best thing that is going to help me in this job, because it's very similar, especially being in the Midwest, knowing the travel that's associated with that and all that. I think it'll help me out.
First of all, working for 2 different head coaches who have completely 2 different working management, coaching styles. They've both been highly successful, have won national championships. John Danowski last year at Duke, and Seth Tierney, when he was an assistant at Hopkins, won a national championship. So they're proven that their way works, and I've been able to learn from them both, working under them and having a lot of responsibility. Luckily, they've given me that. So I think having that in my background has helped. But I think one characteristic, or a few characteristics, that I'll take from Hofstra that are similar to Marquette is just that edge to compete against the best. And I think that Hofstra's prepared me for that mentality of, you're a little bit of an underdog, you're a little bit of the school that is a little bit unrecognized, and I think building a new program is something that edge is going to be very helpful.
Looking to bring in about 5 seniors in high school now, who are currently seniors in high school, for next year, have them maybe redshirt a year, get used to the school, and then look to bring in about probably 15 juniors in high school right now. So that'll give us about 20 people. We'll be a little low on numbers for our first year, but then the next year bring in another quality group of 10 or so kids, and then we'll have a quality team of about 30 would be the good size roster. And then the staff I'm going to look to bring right in June. I think I'm going to start interviewing and get them on board.
I think part of that is being patient as well. Just to make sure that I hire the right people and do my homework and do my due diligence. I want to see who comes to me a little bit to see how important being part of this is to the folks out there. There are certainly some guys who I have in mind in terms of staff, but this is a pretty cool experience, and I don't think that I want to do too much convincing for that. If there's the right person out there, I think that there's going to be someone who does come to me and says, you know what, that's a pretty cool thing that you're going to start out there. I'd like to jump along. So to set a specific date, I don't want to put a deadline on that. I just want to make sure, again, I find the right person and the right people to surround myself with.
They can expect a fast break, fast-paced offense, or game, in fact, and let's see, my goal would be for our team to out-hustle the other opponent almost every game.
I think eventually we'd like to be up and down and running the field and playing a fun, style of lacrosse. But ultimately, I want people to walk away from our game saying those guys really played hard. And they played hard and they played together. And win or lose, I want them to understand that we're a team. We're a team, and the wins will come.